This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. From the pistol, give to Pierce. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. To throw. Went right, and that's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it up. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick 6. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of game.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down. Finds its target. That's Hill. He's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. It's a gain of 4 there. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. No run, it's Pierce. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It isn't couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. Their punter making his way out now.
Brings up fourth down.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
3. Check. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
On first down, here's Sanders. Flushed out of the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. This is caught near the pylon. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
They go heavy on this first and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation.
Here we go.
Sneak here, Sanders. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Check. Ready.
Judkins. Can't push it across. They make the stand. Looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be fourth and short.
Let's go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of a yard. It's now
Cougar 19. Alert. Alert.
They'll go, Judkins. And they turn him away. The defense holds strong, and they get off the field with a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Ready.
Tagovailoa from his end zone. And he's got this complete to Dameon Pierce. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
Go ahead.
This is Pierce running right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
All right, come on.
They'll go right back to Pierce. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Down behind the line.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Tagovailoa now. Forced out to his right. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Good. Hey, 21, T8. Hey,
Air it out on third. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it. Knocked it away, forcing fourth down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
across the 45. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. So first down from the 41.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Play action, Sanders. To the right, it's pulled in by Palmer. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
19 Lions. Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a lead just before the end of the third. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Ready. 20, 18.
Tua out of the pistol. Downfield is finds Waddle. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Dolphins ball. Their season down potentially to its final quarter. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
44. Ready. 18. Ready.
This is Pierce. There he goes, right sideline. Down to the 10. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Is to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3.
Dolphins 45, Browns 42.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Roll. 60 by 6. 60.
Judkins up the middle. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
60 Eagle. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Mustang 19.
Sanders going to look to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 3rd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Cut 19. Cut 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Sanders now on 3rd down. down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. First and 10 from the 32.
Go, Reed, go.
They'll go play action for Sanders. Buying some time right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face second down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Throwing now off the play action. He's got it downfield near the edge. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get their feet down.
All set now. First and 10. Running this is Judkins. Good forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's second down now.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4.
Here we go, set.
They send a man in motion.
70. Ready.
Throwing off the play fake. Headed out right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Ready.
Starting this drive with a design run. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Go ahead.
Now Tagovailoa with a throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's back to throw. Throw left side, complete. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face fourth and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Let's go. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Desperation time here on fourth. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10.
18, ready. 8-6.
Sanders back to throw. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Here's Judkins on second down. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And in motion, out of the slot.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Caught, nice game upside. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. That one now some 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Browns holding a 4-point lead. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns now lead by 10. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10.
Go ahead. Solo left Zion. Double one, hard.
Tua now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, second and 10 once again from the 20.
Ready, shot.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Now to throw. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force fourth down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. You got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. After the penalty, let's see how their composure is on this 4th down. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
1st and goal, Judkins. He's actually going to lose yards here. They take him down at the 10-yard line. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C to corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions. Ready, right?
Quick pass right side, complete. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. A 27-yard look here.
That kick throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Ready. He's right, snarl. Out.
On the carry, it's Pierce. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run, brings up 2nd down. Clock running, Dolphins will hurry to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Solo left side. Hey, out.
Off the play fake, here's Tagovailoa. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with their score.
Kate, that is simply put, perfect play action right there. That action drew the eyes of those defenders, and he was able to throw that ball right over their heads.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. It's close, but... oh, yes! The Dolphins got it back! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Sign quarterback run here. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns as we say so long from Miami.